Alright YouTube, what's going on? This is Gasun2, and today I thought I'd show you my Microsoft Xbox. So Microsoft entered the console business, I think, was it 2001? And they wanted to take on the Sony PlayStation 2 and kind of dominate the console market, which they are somewhat doing now with the 360. But as we all know, it started with the original Xbox, and a lot of criticism went to that console because it was mainly just off-the-shelf PC parts, kind of stuffed into a small package, like a small box, and then they just, use a controller instead of a mouse and keyboard, per se. So here, let's show off the console a little bit. Alright, here's the system. It's somewhat big. This is the big boy of last generation, the 6th generation of video games. As we all know, we're on the 7th now. So here, let me flip it around. There's your Ethernet for online play. The Xbox is big on that. They had, the refined Xbox Live and whatnot. Here is your AV in, and that was a very big, bulky cable like so. And you just have your standard AC power cable in, just like so. It's just like how the PlayStation 2 was. Let's. The underside of my console is a little scratched up because I have opened it up before, and when I put it back together, I never put on the rubber feet. So if it moves around, it gets some scratches on it. It's nothing too terrible. I'm probably going to get another system that I'm probably going to try to keep more cherry. And what happens when you're really tired and you decide to take something apart at like 2 in the morning, you tend to make dumb mistakes. And I was picking at that with a screwdriver for a while, thinking that there was some kind of screws under there, and I actually found out that wasn't the case. Luckily, I didn't do any damage to it, but the hidden screws on this console are underneath some of the stickers, like there, and obviously on the 4 corners where the rubber feet are. I didn't put all the screws back, and actually a big problem with this was, I think it was this foot. Previous owner had actually stripped out, the screw really bad, and I really had to leverage, have a lot of leverage on it for that to work. Front of the console's got 4 controller ports, which is always nice, and if I'm not going to take it apart in this video, I might in a future video, but inside, I think it was, right here is the, it's a standard DVD drive that's right out of a PC, and over here they got a, I think it's an 8 gigabyte hard drive, and it's, the graphics card was made by NVIDIA. They make PC graphics cards, and the processor was made by Intel. It's basically a slightly dumbed down Pentium 3. So here, let's put some plugs into this thing, and I'll turn the console on for you guys. There we go. Now, unlike the 360, this one didn't have the hardware issues so bad. It is a bit noisy. There it is, powering up. Yeah, it's just got a standard disc tray. And one thing that actually scared the crap out of me is when I was working on this thing, I tested it to turn it back on, and when I plugged it in, I didn't have the AV cable plugged in, and that happens. And as I said before, I was poking around and stuff, and I was digging around and things, and I thought I did some serious damage to it, and I nearly shit a brick. I seriously thought I had broken this thing, but I guess whenever you don't plug in the AV cable on Microsoft systems, you just get a blinking light. From what I heard, the 360 will actually do a fake red ring when you do that. Let's see. My gamepad is only a GameStop gamepad, or EB Games, whichever it's called, wherever you're at. It's not really that great. I've held an actual official controller, which I thought was a little better. The only thing I like about this is the white and black buttons are moved as double top triggers, which I kind of find nice, and if you don't like that, you can just use the standard black and white. I don't like the buttons, they're a little too clunky. They're a bit better on the actual console, or excuse me, actual controller, the official. And some games I got. I have Forza Motorsport, Manhunt, Blood Omen 2, Wolfenstein, Cabela's Deer Hunt 2004 season, I didn't like it that much. Shell Shock Nom 67, Advent Rising, haven't even played that yet, and Half-Life 2. And just recently at GameStop, I picked up Van Helsing, The Suffering, and Dead or Alive Ultimate. These 3 games didn't come in the original cases, so it's just got the universal GameStop case. I don't keep my games in the actual cases. Actually, I have them in the CD case. It holds about 170, and I got all my systems games in there. So damn it. There we go. That's pretty much all I have there. So maybe I can try to show you guys a little bit of Half-Life 2. Some gameplay. It was a pretty popular first-person shooter on this console. Alright, now I apologize in advance because I don't really have like a capture card to directly capture the gameplay here, and there's a little bit of glare coming in from the window since it's kind of late in the afternoon, but I will do my best. So yeah, let's start Half-Life 2 up. There we go. This game's made by Valve. They always have those weird logos. I think I'm just going to skip ahead to some gameplay. Alright, now we're in the game. This game was pretty graphically impressive when it first debuted, and the PC variation looks a bit better, and it actually keeps up with some of the first-person shooters that are coming out today. It's a little bit behind, but it still holds its own pretty well. A little more about this system. I picked this up at a store downtown called Planet Mix, and they kind of specialize in like old DVDs, but mainly they have my bad. They have like old consoles and stuff like Sega Saturns and whatnot, and that's where I got this Xbox. Actually, it was $50, but you know, the guys that work there really know what they're doing, and they can really be helpful when it comes to that kind of sort of thing. Yeah, I also got a Dreamcast from there. I got a GameCube from there, and I do not know how to climb this damn ladder. There we go. And you know, they got games there real cheap, and like I said before, the most helpful thing is the guys that work there really know what they're talking about, and they know their shit. So that's really good. Alright, screw you assholes, I'm out of here. This game's, there we go, the loading screens. There's a lot of loading screens in this game, and they're rather long. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's still a really good game. And at first there's a little bit of frame rate drop in this for the Xbox, but it's nothing too terrible. I'm starting to run out of time now because of the time limit, I believe, so I'm probably going to end it here in just a second, but This is Son 2. I really appreciate you guys watching this. I'm going to have a lot more games and hardware reviews, so if you like what you see and you want to see more, just click the yellow subscribe button there on the upper right hand corner of the YouTube page, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. So yeah, thanks for watching.